Hey people, how y'all doing? I'm gonna do one more message on this beautiful Friday. Now, this one is gonna talk about when you block your blessing and you don't understand until after a person is gone why God put that person in your life. Here's the thing, let me say this. It's sad to me when people don't realize that each one of us is valuable. Okay? Because you can't buy another life with another life. And I say all this to say because what I've come to find, and this is why I'm so much at peace with myself, and I rather, like Uncle Nip said, I'd rather be at war with the world and at peace with myself than at peace with the world and at war with myself. Okay? Period. When he talked about the author in that one book in his interview, and that was a very powerful statement, because see, what you gotta understand, it's certain we came into this world with nothing, and it is certain we gonna carry nothing out. And at the end of the day, I'd rather be at peace within myself and have everybody dislike me and God love me and my spiritual team than to have everybody in this world like me and have God and my spiritual team at odds with me. And I say that to say because God was just talking to me about the rejection. And a lot of times that's our protection. Because we don't know what people into, you don't know what they be doing, you don't know what deals they done signed up with or for, or to do or not to do, you know what I'm saying? And so, and it's not everybody, but it's just, I'm gonna be honest, you have to be aware. You don't want to look at nobody like that if you don't have to. But at the end of the day, you got to realize it happens. And sometimes people don't intentionally do that to you on purpose. Sometimes it's peer pressure. Sometimes it's a many of things. It could be even them being weak in a vulnerable state moment and did something, even though it's still no excuse to me. However, people do read things for a lot of reasons individually. You know what I mean? So, I'm not here to judge you on that. That's your business. You and God got to deal with all that. All I'm saying is, when God bring people into your life, please, people, do not take that for granted. Please, people, do not misuse these people. Do not try to play these people. Okay? Because, see, let me say this. You don't hurt nobody but yourself. Because God placed these individuals in your life to be a blessing to you. Because you got to understand, this is the author and the creator of this whole universe. He created everything in this baby. You understand? He know every day and time everything gonna leave here and die and wither away. And at the end of the day, when you don't realize why certain things are events and different things happening in your life, then see, you need to take a moment and reflect. Because something is wrong, because now you know, and you don't want to be like me and the many other of us waiting till we get halfway mid-age trying to figure this stuff out. You know, and see, you got to be real with yourself or you can be real with anybody and God. See, I tell people, you be real with yourself and God for you can be real with anybody. Because people will sit there and bullshit you to your face and tell you a lie to your face. And see, what's funny to me, where we go wrong individually, and this is real, people, this is real. When you allow other people, that's why you have to be careful the company you keep. And you can't be allowing all type of stuff to enter your ear gate, your eye gate, your nose gate, your mouth gate. I have to work on me on some stuff right now. And that's why I'm saying this, because people, we love to point fingers, but we don't never want to take accountability for ourselves. And it's only when one understand and one identify where they are, that's when you can make the necessary changes. But when you sitting there and you bullshitting and you keep talking about she, he, they, and no. No. If you wrong, you're wrong. If you did something wrong, go to God, repent, pray, ask God to forgive you, and if you forgive yourself and forgive the situation, and the people in the situation forgive you, and if they don't, God be with them and keep moving. Because I'm going to tell y'all something, you know, God just don't put people in people's life for no reason. And to lose those people is very costly to your future and your legacy, because you don't know what the attachment and the reason God wanted that person in your life. Now understand, everybody ain't for a long haul. You got some people for a season, some people for the minute, and some people for the long haul. So you got to be able to be in the spirit of discernment to know who's who and what position they play. And that's why I tell people, that's why you got to learn how to spend time alone by yourself. It's okay to be around people, but sometimes you need that time by yourself. Because you got to realize what you need to be doing. Everybody else can't make your future for you. This your future. This your destiny. This your world. This your legacy. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. And it's sad when other people badmouth people because they don't like them. Then you want to make everybody else turn against them because you don't like them. No, honey. Go sit. Look, go have a seat and get healed. And that's another problem. A lot of us ain't healed. Mentally, physically, spiritually, you ain't healed. And you in denial. Oh, I'm all right. No, you ain't. When you're going around, you're creating problems. No, you ain't. You ain't healed, honey. You is disturbed. And that's just one category of it. But in this term, we talking about people not appreciating the people God's sending in their life. That is very costly to your future and your legacy. You can't just be putting anybody down because you don't know who's who. That's why you got to ask God, with these people being in your life, they got to have the right intention for you. They got to be for you, period, for it to work and last the test of times. And see, people they got it misconstrued what love is, what friendship is, what realness is, what fake is. All the shit is flip-flop. And the sad part, everybody, most of the people, those of y'all waking up, y'all know what I'm talking about. And those of y'all woke and a little bit further along the game, y'all know what I'm talking about as well. And it's just like I say, it's real sad. And where it gets sad, because people don't want to hear the truth, but you talking about you real. Nah, baby, to be real, you got to hear the truth. To be real, you got to be the truth sometime, even though you the example of that thing or that situation becoming the truth. And so when you don't come to a realization that you can't be honest with yourself nor your creator, baby, you can't be real with nobody, not even yourself. And at that point, you very ignorant. And so you got a lot to go and a lot to learn. And it's very sad when people walk around and think at 50 and 60 and 80 years old and still stuck with that mind. That's very sad. Because you die like that, and that's very sad, and only the Lord knows where you go. That's very sad. And we got to do better, people. We got to do better. I'm sorry. I mean, that's why we here. We must do better. This generation, my generation, and going forward, we must do better. Period. Because our kids this gonna fall into their hands. And the sad part is, if we don't do our part, we can't blame nobody but us. And the parents, grandmamas, granddaddies, because all this, I ain't gonna say that. And girl, you know we can't talk about no bullshit. We need to talk about this. That's the problem. And people don't want to open up cans to certain things in the family and all this and this and that. Well, let me give you a news flash on that, baby. God finna bring it to the forefront. So I hope all you motherfuckers ready. Excuse my French. I hope everybody in America ready. Because it's all finna hit the flow. Because everybody want to keep walking around here lying and sweeping shit under the rug. No, baby. That's over with. That shit over with. So everybody's family in America that's going through some shit and some shit been under the rug for a long time, baby, it's finna hit the fan. And I told y'all a couple videos ago, y'all better get your emotions. I'm telling you, better be working on your spirit. Because I'm telling you, when it hit the fan, some of y'all ain't gonna be ready. And it's why I'm telling you, it'll be a sad day. It's going to be a sad day in America because a lot of people ain't ready for what I'm telling you. And this finna get real. And that's why you can't be just rejecting anybody because you don't know why God putting people in your life. You may not like them like that, or you may just be like, okay, they cool or this and that. I'm going to tell you like this. Take the wise counsel that God has given them to give you. And in due time, when the time comes and you say, okay, I can take it from here, let them know in a peaceful way I can take it from here and move forward. Because let me say this, at the end of the day, rejection is protection. But at the same time, you don't want to be rejected. You can if you want to, but I don't suggest you do to be rejecting those God sent to you. Because God sent them people to you for a reason. They weren't just sent just because. That was just a coincidence. No, baby. That's the difference between illusion and the reality. When something is meant to be, that's why it happened. Because it was meant to be that way. And so sometimes everybody don't like everybody's outcome. And it's designed that way as well. And see, where we as individuals, we got to learn how to be okay with certain stuff we ain't okay with. Meaning in terms, you got to find your way to come to peace with certain things. That even though you don't like it, you don't agree with it, but you got to find your own personal way to come to peace with it. And understand that, even in the midst of everything happened for a reason. And it was meant to be that way, and it ain't nothing you can do about it, but you just find your way to be at peace with it and move forward. And learn how to be okay when God sends the messenger to you to be a part of you making that powerful decision. And so it's just sad when people don't want to come to grips with the accountability of certain things. But you have to, because if you don't, you the one suffering in the long run. Then you walk around the world and you're a part of the problem instead of being a part of the solution. And so I'm not saying, because see, a lot of people been looking at me to be it's more controversy, but it's not controversy. It's conversation. And the fact that you all ain't ready for that conversation, you can't keep talking that big girl or that big boy talking. You not ready for that conversation. Because when the flow, like I said, when the shit hit the flow, a lot of people ain't finna go. And a lot of people finna be really highly upset. And the reason for that, because all the time God been telling the messengers to tell you to get your spirit right, get your soul right, get your mind right, wake up. Now, it ain't for everybody. I ain't talking to everybody. I'm talking to those who it apply for, because them the ones I'm going for. The ones that don't apply for, I don't have nothing to say to them no more. Okay, with that. We not even having that discussion with them. You know, and I ain't being funny. It's just they don't, they not ready for that, and that's fine. And I'm at peace with that. I'm not mad at nobody. It's just, see, and that's what everybody got to understand, baby. I'm not mad at nobody. I'm just calling it what it is. You just mad because I'm speaking the truth. And see, that's why I'm saying me and you couldn't see eye to eye if you're not ready for the truth. You see what I'm saying? It's just everybody's destiny is called different. Everybody's different. And that's fine. And it's just people still in the midst of that individually. You can't point fingers as if it's another person's problem when you won't even take the accountability again and go within yourself and deal with your own playground that has all these shutdown and caution tapes around the whole each part of the playground. Period. You see, so it's just, and I'm just saying, it's sad when you got people mad at you for being in your own lane. It's sad when you got people mad at you for just being you. And it's sad because our society don't want people to be in their individuality. And that's real sad. That's why I said it's going to be a sad day in America. Because people ain't realizing what's really before them, and instead of you taking time to, wait a minute, hold on, ask questions, learn, enhance yourself, learn, Men, they mad at you because and they don't understand. You've been telling them this for years, and it's just been going out one ear and out the other. So now you realize, like, now I see what they think. Yeah, okay. Then they think because you got money. Because you got money don't mean that you're good at making money. You know what you want. That's it's a craft, like anything else. Hello. Over time, you just find different ways to work your unique gifts. And like I tell people, your gifts will make room for you. That's why, you want to be in your authentication. You want to be in yourself. You want to be in, because your gift for you that you bring to the world going to make room for you. Just like the people, same thing. God's saying it's so powerful, and it's all these different analogies, a way of looking at it. But he really basically saying, just be careful who you throwing away. Now, everybody, some of them people need to go anyway. But then you got some that, you like, dang, but you have your reasons to why you feel that way. But at the same time, is it really legitimate, or is it just you and your feelings because that's how you feel, or because that's how your peers feel? And, and you like, well, you know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, just please. Okay, because let me say, and I'm saying this because I don't want people to miss their opportunity, because I told y'all, people ain't gonna look the way what you used to looking like meaning, like the type, some of the guys, like, I'm gonna give you a good example. Some of the artists and different people, right? So people changing up who they dating now and all this stuff, because they're changing, right? They mental, everything's changing about them, right? So, like, they meet a girl like me, or a girl like you, or a dude like you, or vice versa, You gotta understand your peers not gonna, people ain't gonna be receptive to a lot of things. And sometimes we gotta understand it's always one of us out of 100 of us, or two of us out of 100 of us that's gonna change certain things in just a certain dynamically way, because of, number one, who God has designed us to be and who we was created to be, and the fact that we walk so well and so perfectly in that way of that gift and making room for it, if that makes sense. And so, for not just us, but anybody that comes after us. And so that's where you got to understand where God is, again, he's doing the work. You doing the footwork, but he's doing the work, because he's softening the hearts of the people. You see? So that's why God wants us to be mindful too, like in this season, because it's a lot of different people about to come in people's lives, and you really, want to be careful. Yeah, like, because, somebody can say something, the wrong thing, and you be like, get in your feelings. And that's why I'm saying, please, people, start doing some work on your dark shadow side, meaning go onto your playground, go onto the core, you start working on you. Because here's the thing. When these things begin to be exposed, because they coming out, y'all, it's coming. You got to be prepared in your heart, your mind, your soul. You got to be ready to be able to process this. And you got to be able to be ready to do what you need to do as far as how you going to cope in your coping mechanism. You ain't going to have time to really, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying this to people, because you got to get yourself ready. I'm just saying, because it's finna get real. And I told y'all, a lot of people finna fall, a lot of people finna go up, and a lot of people ain't going to be happy. And so this is going to be a very interesting sight to see, but it just going to go to show you that's why you want to stay on the right track with God, and you want to be on the right side and make the right decision best as possible. And not always going to make them all, but you do your best to make the best in that moment. And so, in respect and regards to everybody involved. And I just want y'all to please be mindful, because again, we got all new situations coming, and I don't want people to miss their opportunity because of because somebody ain't from the same streets, you know what I mean, because they peers, and understand something. This ain't got nothing to do with your peers. This about you. It's your happiness and this your joy. And you don't need people trying to telling you how to live. You got to do what you going to do to make you happy and your world happy. Because this your world you creating, okay? Because we manifesting, we attracting positivity and good stuff. We ain't attracting all that garbage and trash. No, we ain't doing that. So, please be understanding of this. Be careful who you reject. Be careful how you treat people. Be careful how you treat yourself. Okay? I love y'all. Enhance yourself. Love yourself more every day. Okay, I am love. I am worthy of love. I am lovely. Well, I'm beautiful. I'm handsome, or I'm, etc. Y'all get the drift. But God loves you. I love you. Be blessed. Have a beautiful, beautiful Friday. Bye.